recording.
What makes something right or wrong? What defines right and wrong? I had a really hard time coming up with a topic for the speech because, one, I procrastinate, and two, I'm ADD. But the other day I was filling out this job application, and one of the sections I had to fill out was which statement best sets forth my beliefs. Right and wrong are always based upon the situation and circumstances involved. Right and wrong depend upon each individual's personal opinion and experience, or right is always right and wrong is always wrong. I had somewhat of a hard time deciding which option best set forth my beliefs, like they asked, because I kept coming up with valid arguments for each one, I thought. But to be honest, the first thing I thought about, it's weird, was murder. And then to make myself feel better, I just quickly thought of self-defense. But my first thought after thinking about murder was murder, in any sense, is wrong. And that's when I started thinking about self-defense, and that made me think about the first option. Right and wrong depend upon the situation or circumstances involved. And I was like, I can excuse murder if you're defending yourself. I mean, it's not okay, but it's not wrong because they were hurting you first. So after that, I pretty quickly decided the last one, right is always right and wrong is always wrong, was just not going to be the one I picked, because I could come up with a few things that no matter what I would consider wrong. Like cheating, I'm not for cheating in any sense of the form cheating. So that one I kind of threw out the window. But after I missed that one, it got back to me thinking about Harry Potter, which is weird again, I'm ADD. And growing up, I went to a really small county, so a bunch of people I went to school with weren't allowed to watch Harry Potter because they thought it was wrong or witchcraft, all that kind of stuff, which I could see, sort of, but then I also knew that Harry Potter was a work of fiction, and I loved it, so I wasn't too upset with it. But that quickly brought me back to the second option. Right and wrong depend upon each individual's personal experience and opinion. What is right to me could be wrong to somebody else, and vice versa. I had an epiphany of sorts. The option you choose strictly relates or coincides with how you were raised, how you were brought up. And that took me right back to the second option because of personal experience and opinion. I kept going back to that second option no matter what ridiculously mundane or bizarrely weird scenario I could come up with. What makes something right or wrong is strictly based on how you were raised and how you were brought up. Thank you. That's it.